Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. Using words on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug me. Long Boys Blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975, and welcome to the Wednesday vlog. Why am I wearing a summer hat when it's absolutely pissing it down outside? That's a pretty good question. I'll tell you why I'm wearing a summer hat. Because that is summer weather to me. Anyway, you know that if you watch me, I love the rain, I love the cold. The fact that it's summer, and it's raining and it's cold, doesn't stop it being summer, just makes it my favourite weather. Anyway, excuse me. Up top, yeah, you've read the title, which is, have you ever stopped to wonder why your videos which of your videos get what amount of views? It's interesting because I was talking to someone who saw my Chinese knockoff Xbox video I did a couple of weeks ago, which started off quite slowly, and then all of a sudden it looks like it's getting about 200 views a day. And I didn't notice. I mean, right, disclaimer, views are nice. Views make you feel, I don't know, part of the community, you know, wanted and liked. But they aren't important to me. I'm gracious and I'm thankful, and I know people may call bullshit because obviously if you get no views, you can argue then what's the point in carrying on. But excuse me, I don't make videos, you know, focused on or obsessed with views, which is kind of part and parcel of this. You know, there's nothing wrong with that because that can be a drive to a channel. No, I just make videos about what pops into my head or what I enjoy doing. Hence the fact that some of my videos seem to get, excuse me, scampi for breakfast winner, you know, reasonable views. Some seem to get fuck all views, and there's someone else pointed out to me, which is why do you still make those videos, particularly gameplays, that get very, very low views? And as I just said then, it's not about, you know, pumping out videos, you know, focus solely on getting views, because then that would be putting stress on yourself anyway, even if, you know, I wanted to, would anyway, or was going to, I should say anyway, which I'm not, but put stress on you, you know, trying to focus on, trying to think about what would get views, you know, consistently, you know, day in, day out, or in this case like a vlog or things like that, then, I don't know, trying too hard, not being honest, not being, I just like this, thinking naturally, like using it as a process where things do pop into your head, which is very much what I like to do, you know, trying to force content and things like that. I don't know, that to me seems like, no, I wouldn't ever want to go that route. But I'm not going to lie, which is I'm going to look through some of my videos in front of the camera and talk about, you know, why do I think that got views and why do I think that didn't get views? Because I think it's kind of interesting, because I know, I'm sure we do always, you know, check our view counts and stuff like that, and it is, like I said, it is nice to get views and things when Google change stuff around on small channels, because obviously I am a small channel, you know, part and parcel, these view stats out there, even on the videos I've done that seem to be reasonably liked and stuff like that, they're nothing in the big picture or the big grind of things. But, you know, I'd like to know what you think about your videos, and, you know, have you ever wondered why some get views and some don't, or do you know why specific ones get? I mean, there's kind of a disclaimer, points to, you know, processes that we know get views. They're kind of exempt from this, you know, pickup videos, in the wild videos, unboxing videos, hardware videos of new systems or new inventions or peripherals or anything that is new at the time. They're obviously going to get it. The general interest for things like that will be out there. So we know why those exist and stuff like that. And I do pick up videos and in wild videos, but I do make a point of not doing them very often. A, because I'm not made of money, and B, I don't want that to be the be all and end all of my channel. It's nothing wrong. I mean, it is, you know, that's what people, you know, have, there are channels devoted to it, I should say, out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just, you know, this is my channel. This is, you know, how I do things right now, whether it's, you know, the right way or wrong way, is how I feel comfortable. And when I'm comfortable, I'm in a good place. But yeah, so going briefly back, that Xbox video is a Chinese knockoff Xbox video. Is just it's going insane. It's not my most popular video, far from it, but it seems to be, you know, going up at a rate of knots. And the only reason I can think of that is, I mean, I love Chinese tat, so there must be a market for people who love Chinese tat as well. But it's, you know, it's there's some hate on it as well. So I think it's one of it's like, which is, you know, damn you, China, look, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this, or this is piss poor, you know, engineering or stuff like that, or manufacturing. It's a joke. It's this, it's that, it's whatever. I don't know. Those are all contributing factors in it, I guess, which have given it this, this process of gaining views, compared to other videos I've done recently. At a rate. The way I look at it was interesting. I liked it. I found it funny. Made a video about it. It was never intended. Don't go on dead on my computer. It was never intended to be this thing that was just to suck up views, because as I said, I'm not like that. I don't want to sound ungrateful or arrogant because I get views on certain stuff, because like I said, I don't push for that. I'm very much, what I like to do is what I like to do. But gameplay videos, as I said before, lots of people have brought up on this, which is, random people have commented, which is, your subs are like this, but your views on your average videos are like this. And I've always said, well, that's gameplay videos. No one watches them, at least on my channel, maybe because of my production and stuff like that, maybe because of the systems I do. And it's like, well, why do you still do them? Why don't you just do the pickups and this and that? Because, as I said previously, because I don't want to. I like doing gameplay videos. Some do get views, but that's if it's a really obscure game and stuff like that. But ultimately, I know it sounds goofy, really enjoy sat there, ultimately, talking to myself, and doing the whole playing it for the first time kind of, shtick or aspect. I really, really enjoy that. Maybe it's because that's what I love seeing other people do as well. That might have a hand in my enjoyment of it, but I do. And if, they averagely just get sort of games that people aren't interested in, I should say, like when I did a few Android games, like 100 and then slowly climb views. Games like Sega Rally, typically, top out at about 400 views, and then you've got other games which, like knockoffs or hooky ones or stuff like that. I did Donkey Kong on the Mega Drive yesterday. It's currently 119. It hasn't even been up for a day. And we'll probably climb more. So there are views in that. But I do find it interesting as well from a point of observation on just, people's taste watching that. So yeah, gameplay videos don't get, anything for me. But this is where I'm going to go through my most popular videos and just look at it and think, wow, it's weird, really? That's because there are some gameplays in it. So like I said, ignoring pickups, unboxings in the wild and things like that to some degree, let's have a quick look at my most popular videos. Again, this is not me being arrogant or anything like that. I do generally, sometimes just scratch my head and just think, really? That? And can't wrap my head around it. But then also, I don't sit there thinking, do I have to recapture, the success of that? I don't, I'm sure some people do. I just do it. I just make it and then move on to the next thing. No thought, no real process in it. If it's something that interests me or it's a game I've wanted to play or just picked up, that might be somewhat the process in it. But I don't sit and go, how do I top this? How do I top this? Everything is about, beating the last video, because I did a video on this years ago, but your channel was only as popular as your last video. Right, let's get into it. So as you know, if you scroll down, this is my setup. You scroll down and then you've got your uploads. Let's just look at the 4 videos I've done in the last 4 days. Yesterday, Super Donkey Kong 99 on the Mega Drive. It's 19 hours. 182. That's quite good for me for a gameplay. After that, Altered Beast on the PC Engine. Played that because I didn't even know. Somewhat, this is also why I did these games. Didn't even know it was on the PC Engine. I didn't know it was on the CD, but not the PC Engine. 166, poor. I don't care. Battlefield 1 on the Xbox One. 192. Seems to get like 30 views a day. I don't know. I can't understand that. It's not a cutting edge modern Xbox One game, so that I find kind of funny and interesting. And then you got Modern Combat 4 Zero out on Android. I got an Android gaming box, which quite frankly, even though it's a knockoff of a 360 pad, this is one of the nicest pads I've ever used. And then the thing is, you just go to the Play Store and you download their games, and it actually plays alright on the TV. Then this is a pickup video, but I will put that in there because this kind of makes sense because it's old, retro tech. New system unboxing. Oh, that Android game was on 99 subs, I think. New system unboxing, my Acorn Electrum 344. Kind of get that. And then this is where things start to go up. Not amazingly, but why did people take losing subs so personally? It was last week's Wednesday vlog. When I said to one individual, and they said, your subs are high, your views are low, it's, I do more gameplay videos than anything else, but I guess it's my vlogs that I was known for initially, and people more often than not watch will get the views. So that's like 349, and then next was Stun Runner, '87, that was the arcade game. Again, I don't care. I wanted to play these. Space Gun on MAME, '83. Operation Wolf 3 on MAME, 151. There is a point I'm doing this because you'll see the pattern, which I say to people when they say, like, why do you do the videos no one watches? Internet when you're ready. That's one thing I don't like about the rain. It shouts my internet. So, and Scampy apparently shouts my throat. Excuse me for the awkward silence while I wait for my PC to catch up. So yeah, then after that, Colin McRae Dirt 2 on Wii, 174. People like driving games. Dungeons and Dragons Tower of Doom on MAME, 92. A game no one's probably ever heard of. I really wanted to play. And then you got a Wednesday vlog, but it was it wasn't a pickup, it was another Chinese tap video, which is just about to hit 800. Then we go back to gameplays, and they're back down in this low count, which again, it doesn't bother me. And then we're in the area now where you will see that it's well, see, this is what I mean. It was on 2,000 views yesterday. I look at Chinese knockoff Xbox One, the X game, 2,278. See, it's all over the shop. That's why I kind of interested and enjoy this. It's just what people like and what people don't like. Some people worry about it. I just find it interesting and entertaining. And then I'm going to go to my most popular videos next. But then you go back, and then it's new retro shop in the wild. This is 3 weeks ago when I found a store in Weston. They let me do a tour of it. It's really, really interesting. Like I said, hopefully that kind of explains the whole why I do more gameplays than anything else, because it's well, I couldn't say quality over content, content over quality, because I enjoy them. It's not about that. And people might say, well, you're flooding your channel. Don't care. I enjoy it. It's a nice way to unwind when I get home from work. So this is there might be some cuts in here because my internet is absolutely balls. Okay, so let's carry on. A workman never blames his tools. I'm going to blame my tools because right now the internet's gone to pants. But never mind. So we all have this section where you can click on your channel and it shows you your most popular videos. And I just look at that again and it's a complete and utter mixed batch. I mean, first one, it's 42,000 views. Again, these are no big deal in YouTube land, but that is for me. N64 expansion pack graphic comparisons, where I did gameplays of the N64 games with and without the graphic enhancement pack or whatever, and my thoughts on it in a vloggy style format. A lot of people, it's my most liked video, but lots of people dislike it and say it's crap because I'm not capturing it with anything that means you can tell. I don't know. I enjoyed it, and when I say it's still relevant, because whether you can see a massive difference or not, I'm commenting over it. So I'm giving a critique myself. My opinion is not the same as everyone else's, but that kind of carries somewhat of it. So that one's to this day. When I saw that overtake what was then my most popular video, which was the Wii U unboxing, I was just like, wow, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. This one, kind of understand, because it's Star Wars, but it also blew my mind. The Force Awakens Kylo Ren Hasbro lightsaber, the toy one, 17,000. It had like a grand of views on its first day, and the only reason I can think of was if everyone was hyped for The Force Awakens, and for some reason the store I got it and released it a day early, and I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to review it because I was hyped for The Force Awakens at that time. And another really, really interesting one after this, which is kind of goes against what I said about gameplays, but I love doing gameplays, and this was Donkey Kong, the 2012 version on the Atari 2600. The new version is really, really impressive. That's on like almost 8,000 views. The only reason I can think of is new game, old system. See what I mean? This is why it's interesting looking at these things. Then after that, alternative N64 expansion pack, where someone did some editing for me. It was Ed T11, and put it side by side. I don't know why people seem to like that. That one I really don't know why. And then my thank you to Rich from Utex USA for when he gave me a shout out. I'm just assuming that's because his name's in it. And it was recently after he shouted me out, so there must have been still traffic coming over. And then after that, Call of Duty Big Red one, Call of Duty 2 Big Red one on GameCube. That's like 6,000. Again, like, why that game? Why that game? Again, I think this comes back to what I say, which is why it's interesting, which is you try and second guess what is going to be, big and try and make it. You're not going to, are you? Then after that, it was Vintage Adventures 3, which is when I review or look at a VCR that was in my parents' attic, which is a Philips VCR N1500, well old VCR. That's these are 4 or 5 years old, but for me that's like, wow, I guess that's a lot of love for old retro stuff. Slang video, 10, this is like 5,000, 10 things we say in Bristol, slang. That's a tag response to someone, you know, slang. And then this one blows my mind. TNA Impact Wrestling on Wii, 2 years ago, almost 5,000 views. So anyway, kind of a weird waffle this Wednesday vlog, but the point being, when I sat down, you know, thinking about what I was asked about, you know, why, you know, did that get views and this didn't, and you look at your content and all the stuff you've made, I mean, well, because I got a lot of content because I've been doing it for years, it really is hit or miss. Like I said, you can't double guess it, and that's why I like it. It really is like, wow, why that and not that? Or, you know, have you really tried hard on something and it's tanked, and then you just bang something out, second whim, not even thinking about it, and it's gone through the roof? It's to me, it's just like, it boggles the mind, you know, and that's why I like it as a subject. So I want to know from you, you know, you content creators out there, do you wonder why, you know, when it comes to your videos, what ones got the views and which ones didn't, you know, and did it surprise you? I'd really, really like to know, because, like I said, I've waffled to bollocks on this, but I find it really interesting, you know, topic when you look back at your own material and just, like, look at why and what didn't, I should say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I really would love to know what you think. Bye.